Capricorn, hi, how are you? I'm just coming in, I'm having some coffee, and I'm going to do November's general reading. It's only general, so it's not going to resonate with everybody, but take what does, leave what doesn't. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for popping in. It means a lot. And if you've been here before, I really do appreciate the support. Alright, guys. If you enjoy the reading, or if you want to, if you can give me a thumbs up, subscribe, write me a comment, that would be most awesome. And let's see, what else? Alright. What could we tell Capricorn? What can we tell Capricorn? Okay, we got the Knight of Coins, the Judgment, and the Four of Coins. What are we telling Capricorn? The Six of Swords, the Hangman, and the Ace of Staves. Ten of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Sun. Alright, Capricorn, let's see what we can find out from this. We'll clarify with another deck. And be able to, hopefully be able to tell you a good story. Alright. Starts out with, I feel like you have this energy of growth. Like you want to possibly be able to build something. And with this Knight of Coins energy, it's a slow build. I mean, it's always, it's like if on the other deck it has like a horse and he's like, his legs don't move. It's a very sturdy, stable, secure growth, but it's slow. It's a very slow growth. It's like almost like the slowest knight in the deck. And I have you having Judgment here and with the Four of Coins. So I feel like as you're growing something or you're trying to and you're thinking about it, you're getting an insight that you need to be careful and maybe not go too erratic with your spending possibly, just because you don't want to overspend things that you don't have yet. Like, you know, it's not, yeah, it feels like you don't want to spend the money that you haven't made yet. So that was like an insight you had, just say, okay, well maybe I'm going to like hold on to this for a little bit. I mean, it could be something like time, energy, you know, strength in that route too, but right, I was just going to say money because I didn't clarify yet. And just feels like that because you want to build it and you just don't want to overdo it. Now I have been moving away from something and also having a whole new idea for something else. So you have this new start coming, but you're pushing away from something. Maybe something wasn't going well in what you were trying to plan up here. So you're trying to push away from something in the more present area. And you have this Hangman who's looking at things maybe differently, in a different perspective. Or maybe it's just something has to, because he's kind of like he could also be a sign of something being sacrificed to be able to gain something else. So maybe when you're moving away from a situation and you have to give something up to be able to get this new start going. Right. And now in the possible future energy, I feel like the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Sun. So here, apparently something ended. So whatever it is that was going on, possibly with what you were trying to build, the new thing that was starting, but something did come to an end. Now, I don't know what this would have been. I don't know if this has anything to do with a relationship, because the Queen of Cups, it could be that there was emotions and feelings involved. It could represent a person, or it could just be an aspect of you feeling, you know, emotional about the situation, or just feeling like you had lost something, but not horribly. Like, yeah, I feel like there was a loss, or just, you know, something ended, but then the Sun came. You got the Sun as the last card. So it's almost like, okay, it happened, but it's as bad as it's going to get. It's over now, and we're going to move on. All right, let's see if we can find out anything, clarities. Okay. Let me find out about the Knight of Coins. Let me find out Knight of Coins. Alright, you got the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Again. Alright, so whatever you were possibly trying to build and get involved with, you felt very strongly about it, being creative and like a lot of passion going into it. And I feel like you felt like just almost like a lot of a passion project. That's what it feels like, passion project. And you wanted to put a lot of effort and a lot of energy into it. But I think at the judgment part, when the judgment came out and said, okay, hold up, slow down, don't, and there was a sense of needing strength and maybe like a lot of willpower, a lot of, you had to make an effort to be softer, to be more tender, I would say, and not go in harsh or whatever, because you had a lot of energy and you wanted to like process whatever this was going to be, but you needed to step away from that. So I see where you're like moving away from like choppy waters basically, because you had, I don't know, if you talked to somebody or whatever happened, you got this information into your head, like a download into your head, it's like, calm down, wait, hold on. So you definitely had to, I'm surprised it wasn't tempered as it came up. Because, just had to use your, your strength of will to pull yourself away from going further than you should. And with the Four of Pentacles and the Hermit. And the Four of Cups, Six of Cups. Alright, so I feel like, okay, you had to look inside, see what you can do with this without going too far, without, being able to take your time about it. Maybe you were just thinking about things back in the day, kind of feelings that you could grab on, pull on, maybe, family members, friends, that kind of feeling that you haven't seen for a while. And you wanted to be able to, how you could get that into you, how you felt about having to slow this down. Like maybe in the past, something had happened and you had to stop something that you really felt like you wanted to push through and you had to stop. So maybe you had to like go back and think about that, saying, okay, well, how did I do it then? Like how did it make it happen? And now I have the Six of Swords. Can you tell me about the Six of Swords? Seven of Cups and the Two of Cups. I feel like you have a lot of options, and there's definitely things that you can pick, pick and choose from. And you also have maybe either somebody coming in, offering you friendship, offering, romance, maybe just a really tight bond, and maybe that's somebody that's going to be involved with this situation that you're doing, whatever it is you're doing. Or just, okay, I'm sorry, I'm losing words. But alright, so you have somebody with a bond. Okay. And now we have the Hangman. Death and the Knight of Pentacles. Alright, well, something is going to change. Like something has to change for it to be able to grow. So you're going to go through, I feel like you're going to go through like this caterpillar into a butterfly kind of transition. So whatever it is that you're going to be changing or, looking at something in a different way, I feel like it's going to help make things grow for you again. Because I don't think it ever actually stopped. I think you just had to reinvent it and make it so it would be something that you could actually get a hold of and, make successful. And maybe you have this, maybe this is a partner, because this doesn't have to be romantic. It could be platonic. It could be a business partner. And who brought in all those options. And, you had to pick and choose which options were the best ones and how you were going to do it. And now this Ace of Staves. And again, this is something new that you want to grab onto. And you have the Lovers and the High Priestess. Now with the Lovers, this could be, if that Cups turned out to be a relationship, it could be. But it could also be a choice. Lovers can also be a choice. And you have the High Priestess, and she's like all about finding out the unknown, using very intuitive, and she's like just being able to guide you into, what you need to know that might not be as apparent as, it would be nice if it was, but it's not. And she helps you use your gut feelings and your intuition to make these decisions or what you feel you need to do. All right, so what about this Ten of Swords? The Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant. Well then. All right, well. The Wheel of, okay, that makes sense. Your cycle, a cycle ended for you. And that's what the ending, the depiction of the Ten of Swords as an ending. Definitely. The Wheel of Fortune is like, so, and a new one starts. So the cycles are always going, And the Hierophant, this is like, they're like, I think of structure when I think of them. They're like very ritual and very set in their ways kind of feeling. So whatever it is that you are very structurally, whatever you would think structurally. Not brick and mortar structure, but, how things are and how they always have been and why, kind of like inside the box type of feeling. So if you're going to go in that sense, then maybe you had to change something of how you were doing something so it wouldn't be so concrete. So you were thinking outside the box. And then with this Two of Cups and the Lovers, that could actually be a representation of marriage also. Doesn't necessarily have to be your marriage, could be somebody else. Maybe your, a wedding or so, but I feel more towards the thinking outside the box. And the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Wands. Well, hey. I feel like you're not going to let go. Like, you're standing your ground on whatever situation that you have going on. You're going to stand your ground. And you're also going to kind of be very guarded. Like, you're afraid that whatever happened before may possibly be happening again. Or you have to use a lot of your, extra energy and resources and like you're always trying to not let it happen again. But because you feel like you're right and you're standing your ground on something. So now I don't know what this Queen of Cups depicts. Now this could be a person. This could be something, a characteristic of somebody, And I feel like you're standing your ground with them and also keeping yourself from letting it happen again. Whatever it was. All right, and what about the Sun? What are you telling me about the Sun? Oh, got the Devil and the Nine of Cups. So I feel like that's you. That's you popping up in your own reading. I feel like once you get things, to the point where you can control it and make it happen the way you want it to happen, you're going to be very happy. You're going to see, see things come to, the wishes that, your wishes coming true. Definitely. Now, if this isn't just you showing up, this could be something where you are making sure you're not getting bound to I'm going to say a type of attitude. Like, because this dude, he could actually be considered very smug, too. So, it might just be that you not letting yourself get bound to that. Like, haha, I did this, look at me, haha. Like, that kind of feeling. You don't want to do that. Because I think, whatever it is that you're pulling through here, it's awesome. And I think people are going to see it and they're going to notice it and you're going to be recognized for it. But you want to make sure that you're not, just being about it. So that's the only thing I could think of, and other than that, like I said, that's you. That's your tarot card. But okay, let me see. fear and death. I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings, and I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of life. Love. Okay. Alright, well, yeah, anything that ended, you were able to bring it back, and you wanted to keep going. Your cycles changed, and everything moved on for you. And like I said, I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is a relationship or possibly wedding, marriage, and or just like really, really close people. And that's just living in the energy of love. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the reading, and if you can give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, that would be awesome. And I will see you for the December readings, or I'm going to be doing a new moon reading. Okay? Take care.